how do we as writers see ourselves continuing to engage with activism?
I can go. So I have always struggled writing creatively, but I feel like I'm a pretty clear writer. So I like to use my writing to make like news articles and like events more accessible, like using more modern and accessible language that is easy for a wide audience to read. So that's kind of my role of using writing in my activism.
I really like the idea and the practice of using writing to evoke emotion that encourages us toward taking better care of each other and social change, and a lot of what Bree has said about accountability, with this like using writing specifically as a tool to motivate us toward that. Like I feel motivated by Naomi Shihabnai's poem Kindness. Like I don't want anyone to feel the opposite of kindness, so then what do I do about that, and what do we do about that?
Okay, I think that's like a really good point. The emotion part where you try to like ignite emotion in people and they're like, "Oh, hey, let's not bully people. That's not a good thing to do." And like for me, I am terrible, absolutely terrible at writing like um activism kind of stuff, like about serious stuff. Like I write mostly about my emotions and stuff, so like about depression and stuff. And I use a lot of personification because I feel like thinking of huge things like the sun and like how the sun is sad too and stuff like that, and just kind of, I don't know where I was going, but basically what I'm trying to say is I use a lot of personification to kind of make a bigger deal out of things than it may seem to somebody who like doesn't understand it, I guess, if that made any sense.
You said that, maybe you said this, correct me if I'm wrong, my internet's being very laggy today, so people keep going in and out, but you said you didn't think that you were very good at using your creative writing for activism. But I think so, I feel like you would have really liked our class on like persuasive writing and persuasive letters, because we really talked a lot about like meeting people who are great with like discussing emotions to like connect to people emotionally. And I feel like, I mean, your phrase about like the chalk on the driveway like just hit me like, so I definitely think you have your big credit for.
Yeah, and now there are a lot more tools available to have a larger audience than there were, like with social media. Like you could post a TikTok without like showing you, like if you didn't want to show yourself, and just like recite a poem over some images, and it could like that could reach people. Like just things like that. Like you can use your voice to, and even if just like 10 people hear it, that could inspire one of them, and then just kind of like grows and grows and grows.